Very well, welcome to Trend Wave now. The high-profile divorce of Bona Mugabe, the daughter of Zimbabwe's ex-president Robert Mugabe, has revealed that the late ruler's family owned at least 21 commercial farms and vast tracts of land in the capital, Harare. This is after Bona's husband made a list of the properties owned by Bona. Mugabe's daughter, Bona Mugabe, filed for divorce against her husband, Simbarashe Chikore, in March in 2023, citing irreconcilable differences as reasons for the divorce. She also is demanding the custody of their 3 children alongside the payment of $2,700 monthly for each child until they reach the age of 18. Now, responding to this divorce, Simbarashe has listed several matrimonial properties that should be shared if the divorce is granted. They are this: 21 farms, more than 25 upmarket residential properties, cash, companies and movable properties worth millions of dollars. Now, Mr. Chikore claims that the listed property is only a drop in the ocean compared to what Bona Mugabe owned. Of course, you can see it scrolling on your screen, all the properties that she owned. And this is just, according to Chikore, just a drop in the ocean. Now, let's recall that the couple tied the knot on March 1, 2014 in a lavish ceremony that was attended by several African heads of state and government, and it was also broadcasted live by the country's state broadcaster. Now, this story is making the headlines in Zimbabwe's social media space. More people are baffled about how Bona was able to acquire all of these assets, just being the daughter of the ex-president. Now, let's take a look at how people are reacting to this story. Hopewell Chinono says many Zimbabweans were shocked today with the amount of land owned by Bona Mugabe in Borodale. This is how land has been stolen from Zimbabweans by ZANU-PF corrupt politicians. The government requests land from council, then it is transferred to ZANU-PF corrupt politicians. More reactions to this story. Derek goes on to say, but I don't see Chikore getting anything that the wife would want to give up unless her relationship with the current government is shaky. And even at that, they might take what they want for themselves. Shaking my head, it's like crying to the ref, but the ref is employed and paid by the other team. Brilliant remark there. Tadi Wanashe says, Zimbabweans learn fast from Haibo, 100%. Few weeks ago, it was Hakim the legend. Of course, we know the story of Hakim, which was trending. This week, we got Zimba the trending. Who is the best gold digger here? More reactions to this story. Mfano says, I have tweeted repeatedly that how can Bona Mugabe, who has never worked in her entire life, afford 200,000 million house currently under construction? And that's just some of the comments we can take on this story. I must say it's really, really interesting to see the story. But let's move to a sad incident coming out of Egypt, where a mother allegedly hacked a 5-year-old son, Youssef, to death with a machete at their home in Egypt before boiling and eating part of his head. Now, this woman named Hanaa, who is 29 years old, was arrested by police after Youssef's horrified uncle found the little boy's body parts in buckets at the family home in the village of Abu Shalabi. This woman has confessed to the police upon her arrest that she had eaten part of her son's head because she wanted him to, quote, stay together with her. Now, security sources said in statements to several Egyptian newspapers that the mother has separated from her husband 3 years ago and she lived alone with her child in her own house. Soon after this incident, she claimed to the police in Fakos, northern Egypt, that she did not intend to kill her son and claimed that she is suffering from a mental health condition which led her to commit this heinous act. As a result, she is scheduled to undergo a mental health evaluation as part of the ongoing investigation. Now, this is quite a sad incident, but we'll see how people are reacting to this one on social media. The court case says, deal with your anger issues, else they will grow into resentment, and you do not want to know what you're capable of when it overwhelms you. Carries goes on to say, she's not mentally ill. She's not mentally ill. Stop blaming mental illness and let people who are truly suffering from that be believed. Candy goes on to say, normalize asking people if they see human flesh as food when you go on dates, not every time pictures. Tunzu says, don't place yourself around toxicity. May the boy's soul rest in peace. Very, very sad incident coming out of Egypt, I must say. Joe and Osalga, I'm sure you have plenty of things to say in respect to this story.
It's a gory one. It's a sad story. Basically, not to hit hard on that particular topic, but I did like one of the tweets where the person said, stop using mental health as a reason for committing heinous crimes. And I think so. I think she, after the evaluation, it will indeed help a lot to prove if she's really hiding under the shadows of mental health, or she's actually one who just felt like she wanted to try something new, which many would still categorize under mental health.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not normal. What's not normal cannot be categorized as being normal. So it's worthy of carrying out a mental evaluation.
It would be nice to know what the mental, health,
is.
Laws are in Egypt.
Okay.
The criminal laws are in Egypt with regards to mental health. But I also would like to find out, how long postpartum depression lasts. Can it last up to 5 years post birth, or is it something just a couple of months after giving birth? Those are some of the things I would like to find out. But of course, rest in peace to that very, very sad that little boy. I hope that proper investigations are carried out, and if it is a mental health issue, then of course I hope she gets the treatment that she deserves. It's just really, really sad.
But I'm sure, Liz, while going through that story, there were a lot of people whose reactions may have shocked you as well.
Certainly, lots of them. But you know what? I want you to quickly just make a comment on the first story, the one for Bona Mugabe as well.
Well, what else? What else will I say? I think one of the tweets did it for me. I don't know if we could put up that tweet, either the first or the second tweet that also spoke deeply to that story. I always like to go by the tweets to see what they say, if they actually encompass and also highlight some of the key stories as well. This one said, yes, many Zimbabweans were shocked today with the amount of land owned by Bona Mugabe in Borodale. Borodale, I beg your pardon. This Zao land has been stolen from Zimbabweans by ZANU-PF corrupt politicians and the likes. When I read this story, Liz, something came to my mind, which I want to share with you as well, and also our viewers. It had to do with one of our top stories in the first hour, Sawage, which had to do with Edgar Lungu and his wife, 15 luxury cars. And now you're also talking about, so I think it's...
And another person that bought a house in London for $11 million, pounds.
And look, it's just the fact that she has never worked for one day, and then this is happening.
All right.
That's where we're going. Sawage was just highlighting one again, the one from Bloomberg, and then Edgar Lungu. And then you also had, so if you take a look at Africa, it seems to be a problem. I don't know what to say, but let me just use the word problem.
It's nothing new.
Let's leave it. So it's nothing new. You see wealth, amassing wealth is just part of the game.
All right.
That's what it is.
We need to go. Thanks a lot, Liz, for stopping by. See you again.
It's always a pleasure.
And of course, thanks to our viewers this morning for being a part of the program. We totally enjoyed the last 2 hours with you. It's a goodbye from us. We'll be back again tomorrow morning on Breakfast Central. I am Osaugi Ogbonwa.
And she is...
My name is Elizabeth Musa.
Okay, that's it. Go follow on Twitter, by the way, to tell you the latest trends.
At Shades of Liz _.
At Shades of
Liz _.
Shades.